Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Laura Jump and this is my horse Pimento. I've heard from a few of my friends and a few people in my Facebook groups that they'd like to see a video series about taking a horse from the kill pen to under saddle. And it just so happens that I have one. So I'm wondering why there aren't any videos like this on YouTube. I've looked. There are individual videos, but I really want to have a series that goes through step by step the process of taking a horse from a kill pen situation and bringing them to the arena, to the trail, or even to the show ring maybe if that's where they would like to go. So today we're going to do an introduction. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Pimento, a little bit about where she came from and how I got her, and what we've done to this point, as well as why I am standing in this overgrown round pen. So let's get into it. This is Pimento. I really was not expecting her to actually be a part of this video. She's just hanging out in the round pen loose, but she really likes a leader, which I think is going to bode well for the rest of this video. I'm going to give her a little bit of attention. She loves scratches. So she is an 11 or 12-year-old Appaloosa pony mare. She has had a foal. She had a foal earlier this year before she was at the kill pen, and I actually think that losing that foal is why she ended up there, but we can get into that. She's 14-1. I feel like I'm a little too big to be her forever rider. But I want to put in the work, and then eventually I will be putting her up for sale so she can find a more appropriate rider. But for now, we're in this together. So two and a half, almost 3 months ago, I went to the local auction. It was the first one that they had after COVID started, and there were a bunch of horses there. You know, people are on hard times. I don't want to talk about why people bring horses to auction, slaughter, pro or anti-slaughter. I don't want to talk about any of that. But I went and I saw that there were a few horses in the back pen in what we call the kill pen, basically just waiting for brokers to pick them up. She was skinny as anything. The man who had brought her in had obviously mistreated her, because she was terrified of him, but significantly less terrified of everybody else. So I saw her in the pen with these other small horses. Some of them were injured, some of them were sick. She actually looked all right. She looked pretty good, except for being really, really skinny. So I kind of made up my mind that if I could help a horse, it was going to be this one. Back up, sugar. So the time came, she ran through the sale, and I ended up being the lucky buyer. So this is something we're going to work on in our videos, space. But, yep, I outbeat the meat man, I outbid the other meat man, and she went above her reserve price, which was obviously very low, and she became mine for $385, I think. Maybe it was $315, I forget. But, you know, when I went out to go check on her right after I bought her, the man who had brought her in was there, and he said, "Oh, honey, I brought her here for the killers. You'll never catch her. You know, she lost her foal. You can barely get a halter on her." And I said, like, "Well, she rides. I saw you ride her." He's like, "Yeah, she rides, but, you know, we just want her to go to kill her. We didn't want to deal with anyone buying her." All right, well, that didn't work. So here she is with me. So for the last 2.5, 3 months, she's been quarantined. She's been in a stall for 2 weeks, separate from every other horse on the farm, in a separate barn. And then she was in a private paddock for 2 weeks. And then I put her out in our big mare field. I think it's really important to give horses their own time. I could tell when she came in that she had been mishandled. I don't like to say abused because I don't know exactly what happened, but she was definitely afraid of that man who brought her in. She was difficult to catch for him, but fine for me. And she displayed fear about certain things, picking up her feet. She displayed fear about being led, a few different things that just didn't make sense. So I feel like she's had some bad experiences. I gave her attention. I taught her how to get fly spray. I don't know if she ever had fly spray before. She got a summer sore, so I taught her how to get her wounds treated. But basically, I just let her out to be a horse and gain her own confidence, have happiness, you know, have real happiness for a while. And I think that that's so important. I've seen the field heal tens of horses, if not 100 horses so far. There's just something that you can't replicate about the herd experience for horses. I think it's very healing. But here we are. I've basically not done anything with her except let her be herself, mess around with her every once in a while just to remind her I'm here, but she really seems to like me. Every time I go out, she comes to see me. You can see in here, like, I've got my rope halter over here, like I was just letting her graze a minute ago and she came up to me. That's a really good sign, and I'm really excited to work with her. I think she might have some challenges, but I think she's going to be fun. I think it's going to be rewarding. So 2.5, 3 months in a field means she was not here. I have not worked a horse in this round pen for a while, so I'm taking advantage of the fact that she can come out here, she can eat grass, she can see that it's fun, and then later when I bring her in here, it won't be, oh my god, a new place and a new experience. So that's why we're in here. That's why it's overgrown, and that's how I got little Miss Pimento. So in the following videos in this series, I hope to go over groundwork, round pen work, anxiety problems with horses, because I have a feeling just from handling her that she has a lot of anxiety, reintroducing a horse to saddle, restarting a horse under saddle, which is one of my favorite things to do, and then finding what a horse really likes to do, fine-tuning and setting a horse in that direction, because like I've said, I'm a little big for her. I don't usually ride ponies, so I won't be her rider forever, and I want to set her up so that she can be the best horse for her next person. And I never want her to be in the position that she was in again. So our final video, I'll go over how I make sure that my horses don't end up at auctions or in kill pens. So I hope you're as excited for this as I am, and I hope you like and subscribe and let me know in some comments what you think we should work on. Alright, till next time, bye.